Good morning, everyone. I'm Joanne Amuna Bangao, and I'll be reporting the chapter 15 of our lesson. It's all about mousse. So, before we start, our objectives for this lesson is to explain the theory and principles regarding the components of mousse and three categories of mousse preparation, practice the proper hygiene and sanitation guidelines required for working with ready-to-eat foods, successfully create a variety of mousse for cakes and desserts, including Bavarian cream, fruit mousse, and chocolate mousse, and lastly, troubleshoot mousse formulas preparation and balance of ingredients and components. So when we say mousse, it is a light and airy preparation that is commonly used in desserts and sometimes in savory dishes. So, mostly ginagawa natin siyang desserts lalo na kapag maaasim yung mga or sinigang yung mga ulam natin. So, the word mousse comes from the French term meaning foam, which refers to its soft, smooth, and fluffy texture. The main theory behind mousse preparation is the incorporation of air into a mixture to create a light structure. This is usually done by whipping cream or beating egg whites and gently folding them into a flavored base. The trapped air bubbles are responsible for the delicate texture of mousse. So, kung nakikita natin yung cream, yung ginagamit nilang pang-decorate sa mga cakes, sa mga cupcakes. So, yun po, yung whipped cream po yung ginagamit nila dun. And kapag naman nagbe-bake tayo, gumagawa tayo ng mirang, di ba na kapag wini-whip natin yung egg white, tapos nagiging foamy siya. So, ganyan po yung tsura ng ating mousse. So, we have here the components of mousse. So, the first one, we have the flavor-based component, the aerating agent, the stabilizing agent, and the sweeteners and flavor enhancers. Pero start muna tayo sa base flavor component. So, when we say base flavor component, it provides the main flavor of the mousse. So, we have here the examples kapag chocolate, kapag fruit, or kapag custard base, or ito yung milk or cream. And then next naman is we have the aerating agent. So, it is responsible for the light and airy texture. Common aerating agents are the whipped cream or the egg whites. Ito yung mirang na sinasabi ko kanina. So, di ba kapag kapag nagbe-bake naman tayo ng tinapay, yung mga aerating agent na ginagamit natin is the yeast para maumalsa yung tinapay natin, or baking powder, ginagamit din natin. Pero dito sa mousse, paggawa natin ng mousse, we use the whipped cream or the egg white as our aerating agent. Then next is the stabilizing agent. So it helps maintain the structure of the mousse. It prevents the mixture from collapsing. So, basic example or yung common na ginagamit natin is gelatin, the whipped cream, or eggs. So, kapag gumamit tayo ng eggs, mostly linalagyan natin ng cream of tartar. Nilalagyan natin ng cream of tartar yung mirang para hindi siya mag-collapse or hindi siya madaling bumagsak. Then next, we have the sweeteners and flavor enhancers. So from the word itself, ito yung mga pampatamis or pampalasa natin. So number one is sugar. We can use also syrups and flavorings such as vanilla or liquors. So that's all for the components of mousse. So let's proceed to the three categories of mousse preparation. So we have here the first one, the egg-based mousse. So of course we use egg yolks or egg whites, or we can use both egg yolks and egg whites as the main component that provides structure and texture. So in many recipes, egg whites are whipped until they form stiff peaks and they're folded into the flavored base. So ito yung mostly na ginagawa natin kasi I know the lahat naman tayo is na-try na mag-bake. So alam na natin kung ano yung itsura ng mirang. So this process creates a light and fluffy mousse. Chocolate mousse is a common example of this type. The eggs contribute richness and stability to the texture. Okay, so mostly kasi na ginagawa nila sa egg-based mousse is yung chocolate daw. Chocolate mousse. So, meron naman tayo ditong mga advantages ng egg-based mousse. So, syempre, nakagawa naman na tayo ng mirang and very magaan lang siya. Creamy, tsaka syempre masarap. And then, yung mga ilan naman sa disadvantages ng egg-based mousse is maikli ang shelf life, lalo kapag hindi natin nilagyan ng cream of tartar, madali siyang matunaw and maselan. So, kailangan tama talaga yung pag-whip natin. Hindi pwedeng masobrahan, hindi rin pwedeng kulang yung pag-whip natin. And kapag napapansin naman natin, kapag okay na, kapag yung mirang natin is, kapag wini-whip natin and kapag tinaas natin yung bowl, hindi nahuhulog or nakadikit lang yung mirang natin sa bowl, ibig sabihin, okay na yon. So, yun po yung mga advantages and disadvantages of egg-based mousse. And we can also have cream-based mousse. So, from the word itself, syempre, cream po or yung whipped cream po yung ginagamit natin. So, diba, kapag sa paggawa natin ng cakes, ganun, kapag tinatamad tayo na gumamit ng egg sa ating icing, pwede na tayong kumuha, or mostly na ginagamit nila ngayon is yung cream base, or ito yung, kasi diba ready-made kasi yung mga cream base, so kapag pagbili mo, madali mo na siyang gamitin kasi i-whip mo lang siya. Ito yung mostly na ginagamit nila sa pag-icing sa mga cakes or sa mga cupcakes and even sa mga mousses. So, it relies mainly on the whipped cream as the lighting agent. The whipped cream is carefully folded into a flavored mixture such as chocolate, fruity, or custard. So, kapag wini-whip nila yung cream para masabi natin na cream-based mousse is, syempre yun na yung main ingredient natin, then dadagdagan lang natin ng flavoring agent. So, this type of mousse is often smoother and richer because of the high fat content of the cream. It is commonly used in desserts such as layered cakes, mousse cups, and parfaits. So, meron tayo ng mga advantages ng cream base. So, syempre, creamy siya and smooth ang texture. Tapos, yung sabi natin kanina na mas madali siyang gawin and stable lang ang lasa at texture niya kasi nga 'di ba sabi natin na natimpla na siya, i-whip lang natin. And mga disadvantages naman is mabigat ang texture niya, very fatty, and yun yung mga disadvantages ng cream base. So let's proceed now to the gelatin stabilized mousse. So, gelatin is added as a stabilizer. Alam naman po natin ang gelatin na pinapanatili nitong maayos ang itsura at texture o yung halo ng ating product. So, gelatin helps the mixture set firmly after refrigeration and allows the mousse to hold its shape when molded or sliced. So, this method is often used when the mousse is part of a more complex dessert such as a mousse cake or a molded dessert. Bavarian cream is a well-known example of a gelatin stabilized mousse. So, mostly ginagamitan nila or nilalagyan nila ng gelatin yung product or yung mousse nila kapag yun, pang matagalan yung okasyon na panggagamitan nila. So, that's all po for the categories of mousse preparation. Okay, so let us proceed now to the types of mousses. So the first one is the chocolate mousse. So it is known for its rich taste and smooth consistency. It is typically served chilled and can be presented in glasses, bowls, or as a layer in cakes and pastries. So some variants include dark chocolate mousse, milk chocolate mousse, or white chocolate mousse. So it is often garnished with chocolate shavings, cocoa powder, or whipped cream to enhance its appearance and flavor. So, syempre, depende yung gagamitin natin kung cream base or egg base. Basta yung flavor niya is chocolate mousse. And as we can see in the picture, pwede rin tayong maglagay ng decorations sa top niya para naman kaaya-aya siyang tingnan. So, we have here common ingredients of chocolate mousse. So, ito po is nakuha ko sa isang recipe. So, pwede nating gayahin. So, ang ingredients niya dito is 150 grams of semi-sweet chocolate, 3 eggs separated. So, nakaseparate po yung egg yolk and the egg white. We have 3 tablespoons or 50 grams of unsalted butter and 50 grams of sugar. So, yun po yung ingredients niya. And we have here also the steps in making chocolate mousse. So, ito po yung recipe ng ingredients kanina. So, first is, we have to melt the chocolate over a bain-marie until smooth. Whip egg whites until foamy and gradually add 50 grams of sugar. So, we mix lemon zest with egg yolk. So, pwede tayo maglagay ng lemon zest or yung balat ng lemon. Then, add yolk mixture to melted chocolate. Then gently fold the chocolate mixture into a whipped whites and wrap with plastic and refrigerate for a few hours or overnight. Then decorate with chocolate curls and lemon peel before serving. So, I have here the video of it kung paano ginawa yung recipe na yon, pero siguro I'll just send the link para mapanood po ninyo. Then the next type of mousse is the fruit mousse. So from the word itself, fruit mousse, so fruit po yung pinaka main ingredient natin. So it is made from fruit puree such as mango, strawberry, or lemon. So depende po sa atin kung anong flavor yung gusto natin. And it is often lighter and more refreshing kasi nga, 'di ba, fruit siya. Then fruit mousse is a light and refreshing dessert made using fruit puree as the main flavoring ingredient. It is common fruit used in including mango, strawberry, raspberry, lemon, or passion fruit. The fruit puree is usually combined with sugar and sometimes gelatin to improve its consistency. Whipped cream or beaten egg whites are then folded into the mixture to create a soft and airy texture. So, yun yung mostly na ginagawa nila. Pero I have here one receipt kung saan kinuha ko sa isang recipe na pwede nating gayahin. So, yung ingredients dito is 250 grams of mango, or if we want other fruits, then we can have it naman. Then, 1/2 cup of sugar. So, depende rin ito sa kung anong klaseng fruit yung gagamitin natin. Pero sa recipe na ito is mango yung ginamit nila. So, yung nakasulat sa recipe is 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of water, 8 grams of gelatin, and 3/4 cup heavy cream or whipping cream. So, kapag gumamit tayo ng cream, we should leave on the fridge for at least 4 hours or overnight. So here are the steps in making fruit mousse. So first is we have to dissolve gelatin in water at room temperature. Once the gelatin is bloomed, microwave it 30 seconds to make it soft. Blend the mango and sugar. Once the gelatin is soft, add 2 mango pulp spoons to cool it down. Mix mango puree and gelatin using the blender. Whip the whipping cream until foamy. Mix the cream and mango puree and put in a glass and leave in the fridge for at least 4 hours before serving. So, meron din tayo ditong video kung paano nila ginawa yon. So, I'll just send yung link po. Or I will just send on the GC. So, the next is the Bavarian cream or Bavarius. So, it is a type of mousse that uses gelatin for stability. So, nabanggit naman natin kanina na ang gelatin ay isa sa mga stabilizer para hindi masira yung texture or hindi masira yung shape ng ating mousse. So it has a smooth and creamy texture. So Bavarian cream is a classic dessert that is closely related to mousse because of its smooth and light texture. It is made from a custard base that usually contains milk, egg yolks, and sugar. After the custard is prepared, gelatin is added to help the mixture set properly. Once it starts to cool, whipped cream is gently folded into the mixture to make it lighter and creamier. The dessert is then placed in the molds for serving glasses and chilled until firm. Yan po yung mousse na ginagawa nila sa Bavarian cream. And I have here yung isa sa mga recipe ng Bavarian mousse. So, we need 250 ml fresh orange juice, 4 egg yolks, 3 gelatin leaves, 160 to 180 grams of sugar. It depends on the orange juice sweetness. And 250 ml whipped cream. And we have here also the steps in making Bavarian mousse. Na sa una, we have to squeeze fresh oranges to obtain 250 ml juice. So next is in the bowl, add 4 egg yolks, and 160 grams of sugar. Whisk until you achieve a pale, creamy consistency. If it's too dry, add a little bit of water. Then next is slowly add the orange juice and mix well. And in a bowl, soak the 3 gelatin leaves in water until they become soft. So next, pour the mixture into a saucepan and cook it over low heat, and stirring constantly until the cream thickens. So when the cream sticks to the spoon, add the softened gelatin leaves and continue stirring until they completely dissolve. So set aside to cool without allowing the gelatin to set. So brush the molds with vegetable oil to prevent sticking, and whip 250 ml of whipped cream until soft peaks form. Then gently fold the whipped cream into the orange cream and pour cream into the molds and place them in the fridge. Then lastly, we can decorate with chocolate or orange slices before serving. So we have here also the video on how they made it. So we have here the uses of mousse. So we can serve as a dessert in cups or glasses. We can use as a filling for cakes and pastries. And we can also, it can be layered with a sponge cake, biscuits, or graham crackers. And we can use it in dessert parfaits and plated desserts. So we can also use it in several dishes as spreads or appetizers. So ito yung sabi natin kanina na magandang pang appetizer or pang dessert yung mousse kapag mga sinigang or maaasim yung mga ulam natin. And we have here also the benefits of mousse. So it has a light and smooth texture that is enjoyable to eat. It can be made in different flavors using fruits, chocolates, or cream. It is easy to customize and decorate for special occasions, and it can be prepared ahead of time and stored in a refrigerator. So, yun nga kasi madali lang naman siyang gawin. basta meron lang yung mga ingredients natin. And it also allows creativity and preparation and flavor combination. So, pwede tayong mag-develop or gumawa ng ating sariling recipe. So, yun po sa mga benefits of mousse. And we have here also the proper hygiene in preparing mousse and similar desserts. So, hindi lang naman sa pag-prepare ng mousse, kundi kahit iba pa. Basta food ang pinag-uusapan, kailangan po yung personal hygiene. So, kasama na dito yung, syempre, yung paggamit natin ng mga PPEs, dapat maghugas tayo ng kamay bago humawak sa mga food para naman maiwasan natin yung contamination and maalagaan din natin yung product or yung food na gagawin natin. And then, we have to clean and sanitize equipment. So, kailangan natin ito before and after the laboratory or before and after yung pag-work natin sa kitchen, pagluluto natin. Kailangan natin i-sanitize yung mga equipments. Kailangan natin, or yung mga utensils na gagamitin natin. And then, proper handling of ingredients. So, kasama po dito, dapat po fresh yung mga ingredients na gagamitin natin, lalo na yung mga itlog, 'di ba? Kasi minsan kasi is hindi fresh yung egg na ginagamit nila, kaya parang merong epekto sa food or sa product na gagawin nila. And yung mga mostly kasi sa mga ingredients ng mousse is kailangan refrigerate. So yun po yung kailangan nating alalahanin, na kapag hindi pa natin gagamitin yung mga ingredients, ilagay muna natin sa ref para maiwasang masira. And then, temperature control. So, yun nga po yung sabi natin kanina, dapat naka-ref lagi, lalo na kung sabi sa procedure, room temperature o naka-room temperature lang. And then, safe food storage and serving. So, kapag i-store natin yung food, tingnan naman natin para hindi nakatunganga or wala siyang takip. Dapat takpan natin bago natin ilagay sa ref para naman maayos and hindi mahaluan. Lalo na kapag malay mo may naka-ref na ulam pala, tapos nalanghap niya or naipasa sa product natin or sa food natin yung amoy ng ibang bagay na naka-ref. So, maapektuhan po yung ginawa natin. So, that's all po for my report. And I have here po yung mga reference kung saan ko po kinuha yung content ng aking report. So, yun lamang po. And thank you for listening.